We are tired of killing us. We are tired of lobbying us. Tuli Kamwokya Ekitebe kya Nuupu abaana b'Ekalamoja oba Abakalamoja Balumbye Ekitebe kya Nuupu e Kamwokya bagamba bagala bwenkanya obw'ekitundu kyabwe ky'Ekalamoja nti basusse okuttibwa, basusse okubbibwa, ente zaabwe zibbibwa, ettaka lyabwe libbibwa, ebyobugagga byabwe bibbibwa, naye ate ekitundu kyabwe tekikulaakulana. Nti ekisinga ekitundu okubeera ekyavu n'ate tekisinga okubaamu ebyobugagga eby'omu ttaka. Nti enguudo eziriyo ezikolebwayo gavumenti zeekolayo ezikola lwa kuyisaako byamaguzi oba ebyabugagga eby'omu ttaka ebisimibwayo, naye tezikola nti Bakalamoja zikulaakulanye ekitundu. Ezikola purpose yo kuzikozesa enguudo ezo okuyisaako ebyamaguzi. N'olwekyo bagamba nti beenyiye batamiddwa okulaba abantu baabwe nga buli nnaku bafa, nga buli nnaku battibwa awatali muntu n'omu avaayo okuyamba. N'olwekyo baagala President Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine aveeyo abalinyiremu, aveeyo abyogereko, aveeyo ategeeze ensi nti Abakalamoja bafa baggwawo, nti Abakalamoja babbibwa, nti Abakalamoja basaanawo, Kalamoja teriyo mirembe, ensi esaana ezuukuke erabe biki ebigenda mu maaso e Kalamoja. Wandibanga oli awo naye n'osanga Abakalamoja bonna baweddeyo nga babasse baweddewo, naye ani atta Abakalamoja, ani abba Abakalamoja? Twegatteko tulabe abantu bano Abakalamoja abalumbye ekitebe kya Nuupu e Kamwokya nga baagala Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine akwate mu nsonga zaabwe ate tulabe ki ekigenda mu maaso.
You do not know what happens next. You see, when we are think maybe these people are speaking because they are in the opposition, that is the situation. When I'm at home, I don't sleep in my house. I keep moving because if they know that this person, they can even burn you in houses. You've seen people burnt. Okay? You've seen people being burnt in their houses. So that is the situation, my friends. And you see, one thing that I want to tell you plainly as the media, if the security, the DSOs, the GISOs, just hear a glimpse that you want to be in the opposition, you're already arrested instantly. But whenever they hear that maybe there's something that threatens people's life, they will respond maybe after like 6 hours. Is that a government that is surely having a clear security architecture, or something that is irresponsible and very non-responsive? So that is the situation, my dear friends. Now, because of that situation, many of our mothers are not going to their gardens. People are now cultivating simply something small. And you know, most of our people survive on what they get from the small cultivation that they do. If they reduce now from the bigger scale from what is small, don't you think that we're headed for something else, a situation that is going to make people pass a supplementary budget to steal the money in Karamoja? So there is mathematics that is being played with the situation of Karamoja to fit those who are going to pass budgets to get the money from the situation of Karamoja. I want to be very, very clear to the government and to my people of Karamoja. You are on your own. In 2008, the statistics were saying that every household was having almost around 21 cows on average. But the current statistics says every household has only 4. I want to tell you, the people of Karamoja, you are worse off. You are worse off now than you were 10 or 20 years ago. This government does not care about you. All they care about is when they come for elections, get what they want, manipulate you, give money, 500,000 per village, and then walk away with what they want. But when it comes to saving the people of Karamoja, they clearly don't have that plan. You're deluding yourself if you think that people come to lie to you, that we vote for you 99. Those are political statements to make them extract more from you. We should not be having these problems. I mean, we are one of the richest regions when it comes to minerals. But why is the situation? You have always had very many places that a region that has minerals is a cursed region. And I think that now makes a very solid statement to me that that statement is actually very true. Many people will question and say, maybe now Karamoja has accessible roads and they have tarmac in Moroto. The tarmac was created when the map of Moroto was discovered. No one should lie to you because they knew they had now gotten something to extract from Karamoja. My fellow students, you are the eyes of Karamoja. You must ensure that you take the message to the Karamojongs that you are on your own and no one bothers what happens to you. You are attaining this education so that you dilute the level of ignorance that they have inflicted in our people. Once we don't do that, our children and our children's children will judge us very harshly. And that is what we must do all together. I want to say, comrades, that if the government is not going to resolve this in the next 2 weeks or so, we are going to go back home and mobilize our people to demonstrate until something is done. We cannot keep in a situation where people oppress us and yet the Constitution gives us the right to demonstrate. We shall not fear. We know that something of death is normal to them, because if the state can do it, they can look at any other form of death as normal. So we are going to do it. If they want to arrest us, let them come and arrest us, because as we speak, even some of our comrades are inside. So if we stop doing some of the things we are supposed to do, it means we are actually sacrificing them. We are going to go to our people and demonstrate. And I'm going to repeat this. Mr. President and you people in government, if you don't do anything to sober up the situation in Karamoja, you are going to face it rough with us, the students, this time. Because we actually know our people understand what we are saying, and our information resonates with them. Okay? You cannot imagine that the hospital of Abim is now full with casualties of bows and arrows. Imagine a government that pretends that the biggest percentage of their budget goes into security. But people are being killed using bows and arrows. Don't you think there is something that is planned and we do not know? Don't you think a government is playing games and thinking maybe if we come in the old way, they think it is these people? I mean, the bandits can even be sponsored by the government. Who knows? That thing could also be right, you know? Because if they can cook other things, why not the situation of Karamoja? So I want to tell you, comrades, that is our resolve as the students from Karamoja, and that we shall do it. We shall completely do it. I want to thank you, comrades, who are the students. And I was coming to the point of the hospital like Abim is full of casualties of this insecurity now. But the hospital does not even have a single ambulance. What they have is the COVID van that was distributed during COVID. That is what is being used in case of any referral. You can imagine the situation that our people go through. And that is what the government wants us to accept and then keeping quiet. We know that even after this pressure, they are coming to look for us or give us those threatening calls. But we are ready for them. We are ready for them. It is not how much you live. It is the quality of life you live on this earth. And we shall live our lives by making impact on our people. And definitely that we shall do. I want to thank you very much, comrades. I want to say something briefly in left tour. Amito komine jabu ni engeo ni chani Gavumenti ojala jogo. Engeo pekona titi mere ya buor chani. Ni Gavumenti bateti mogimo eken mekonyo jo. Chenjo ko bogini e kelo kei. Kube kei bakonyo jo. Elungo ke ni obino tim gini gimo ento ke amo eken ba bino ni bine konja buor. Ji go duruwe no mon ji puro ji kicheng. I puro go tapo e puro ji kicheng. E karaniton ke ya dongwe cho ki ji yot. Ko ti ke mene no chane kel ne jini. Won ke you are responsible people and people who are ready to face the wrath for the people. So gina wanti komine uni wane tie me koboni emito ni kaenen Gavumenti ba otimo gimo e chabita riyo nyo adek na bino ni. Mire one chokore namba onu e chile demonstrating men yuthine Gavumenti ni ijoba yom ke gina gine titi moni. An be emito yeo. Beti yeo ni dok ngamo nywarwa. Ngamo gina dako nywola tich toko. To ka toko ekdo eto umere ko banga chiel. No no miyo Gavumenti nywara jo ko bigulo gini ot. Gintie gini wech gini AC. They not take convoy and they are not doing anything about it. Yeah, toka pan ngalachiel ento wan ngamo be na rengo jo. Okay? Now on the issues of Amabati. First of all, I think Amabati story is a diversion.
Nene kamoloko geramuko. Amberga ne kombi ombi gyogo. Ako boda man ko mbi gyogo. Amberga ne komene ko mbi gyogo. Karamoja mit ko mbi gyogo. Amberga ko vaga ni ko mbi gyogo. Karamoja beto mbi bargambe gombe ngoma. Mukubengaro.
To me, because people have stolen 89 billion and no one talked about it. They have swindled the money of gods and no one talks about it. Now they came and they saw that the issue of insecurity is getting so much pronounced. They said, I think to divert people from this, let us bring the issue of Bati. First of all, that is a diversion. Secondly, this government takes Karamoja for granted. They take us for granted. Because one, if you look at the ministry of Karamoja as an office, how many Karamojongs have been there in the last 20 years? Every project that comes is stolen. They brought the issues of dams. They stole the money from the dams. No one has talked about it. You see, why I say they take Karamoja for granted. You cannot bring someone who does point blank to rule a sub-region that has problems of this magnitude. You see that level of undermining people. Like, we do not have people who can actually run the sub-region. We have people who have gone to school in Karamoja. And you see, like I had my SG say a few days ago, that don't be shocked that nothing is going to be done about the issue of Mabati. They are going to throw bales here and there, and it will stop there. But what do we want? We want these people to be stripped of their positions, and they should resign. When we tell the government, deploy one of us to be the minister, it is not that we are tribalic. We simply understand that they will have a more deeper heart to help the people of Karamoja. Okay? So that is what we are crying for. But the issue of Mabati, I want to tell my people of Karamoja, do not cooperate with any of these ministers when they come back. This business of you dressing in your attire and dancing for them when they are there, that is madness. We cannot accept thieves. When they come, don't allow them to enter any of our churches. And even in the constituencies that they come from, these people have embarrassed you. They have made you feel like all of you are thieves because these are your representatives. If you have the family head who is a thief, why can't we conclude that? But we do not want to do so because we know the people of their constituency are honorable people. So we want you to demonstrate that by condemning what they have done and not accepting them. We tell you Nandutu and Chitutu. Several times the minister Chitutu has told me that the people of Karamoja are useless. Now I want to tell you the Karamojongs, do not let them make us useless. Let us show them that we are not. And they should not cross Karamoja to do any activity. You cannot steal from us, fool us, make the situation escalate, and then you come to us again that you are coming. You know, sometimes I pity the government or the head of this institution. How do you choose very useless people to be around you when you have very responsible people who can actually do something? And you make the most useless people go to an area that needs vigorous work. So that is the pain. And to the situation of hunger, ladies and gentlemen, everything about Karamoja is generally sad. Even when you want to talk about schools, the hospital, everything, we only try to highlight a few. Now, on the issue of hunger, the media's now, we do not blame you, the media, but because sometimes the environment is so hostile for you to work in. But we can say the situation now is even dire than before. I want you to keep this and then check on Karamoja in June how it is going to be. I mean, you are going to cover more, maybe deaths due to hunger, and a lot of trouble because of that. So that is the situation that it's still escalating. Imagine someone is stressed because of hunger and insecurity, and then also all these things that are perpetuated by the government. So members of the press, thank you very much. I want you to highlight the issue of Karamoja. I want to come to you, my students. Let us not let this extinguish this fire. It's something that we are supposed to sustain. We have a plan on how to make this a bigger thing. We cannot just make people play with us. After all, we are the people of Karamoja and we are the hard ones because they have made us hard anyway. We must do everything that reflects that we are very hard. Thank you very much for listening to me. I am honest. Thank you.
Please give this brother of mine another big hand clap. That is why I complimented him because I...
Oh. Ebigambo byempeddeko. Mwana mulenzi ayogedde ebigambo. Ebayitamu Karamoja si byangu. Engeri government gye bayisaamu tebinyuma. Minisita omulamba Kidudu eyalondebwa okuba minisita w'ensonga z'Ekaramoja. Ate okudda ku Bakalamoja naga bali useless. Tebalina mugaso, tebalina mulamwa. Bantu mwane ali basonyiwa. Tugende maaso naye tebinyuma.
Knew he would say it from his heart. If you've listened to all the persons that we have given opportunity to speak, all of them, they have been speaking from their hearts. And that should give every responsible person and citizen the dignity to behave with decorum. If you are in any office that is supposed to work on the plight of the people. But as I said about the Mabati thing and the Karamojong saga, it should not be new. It should not be new to us Ugandans. These scandals have been there. You know the Alice Kaboyo scandal and Jim Mwezi scandal was for the suffering people of malaria, AIDS, among others. They put it in their pockets. You know the Byakutaga scandal. You know the Sam Kutesa scandal. You know the Nasasira scandal. You know the Margaret Muhanga scandal. You know the Mugisha scandal. So it is not new that they can take what is for the poor people. And I want to speak to the prosecution and the police that is investigating this matter. If you have prosecuted the brother of Gitutu, whom Mabati found its way to his home, to the compound of Gitutu, then it means that everybody who gave orders on that Mabati should be arrested. The brother did not have any power whatsoever. He was using from the power of the sister. Who is the rich person? Who is the minister? You cannot question when things have been brought home. It is like a child being charged for taking milk brought by the mother. But they are ministers. They are ministers. The minister of finance, because they were picking this Mabati from Gitutu as who? As a minister of what? Of Karamoja. So they cannot say that they did not know they were picking Karamoja staff. They were picking from the minister of Karamoja, not from the minister of disaster. Because the minister of disaster gives to those who have challenges. That is a fact. But these ones were picking from the minister of Karamoja. And they had been all party to a supplementary budget for Karamoja. And if you look at all of the people involved, they are the highest decision makers in issues like supplementary budget. The chief whip is needed. The speaker is needed. The minister of finance is needed. The minister planning is needed. The minister for Karamajong and deputy are needed. Because you have all heard that Nandutu and Gitutu have not been at peace. But with Mabati, they were at par. None of them was a whistleblower. Can you imagine? So this was an orchestrated deal by all the members involved. Therefore, the people of Karamoja, before you see Anita Among arrested, before you see Kasaija arrested, before you see Obua arrested, before you see all of these people arrested, do not think that this government will have done anything to the plight of the people. Because they all acted with conflict interest. You can imagine somebody says, no, I gave the Mabati to my hospital in Bukedi, as if Abimo Hospital has Mabati. So you think that because you are the speaker, you can divert Mabati of Karamoja to Bukedi. Because Anita Among took 500 iron sheets, they can fully work on that hospital of Bukedi. She took 500 because she was occupying the office of the speaker. You should be ashamed and resign from these offices. But anyway, that is the cost. When they were being sworn in, General Museveni told you that God had helped him with this Chisanja. He had robbed us well. He had finished the rob. Now he had brought fishermen and fisherwomen. So when the fishermen and fisherwomen behave the way they are behaving in the lake, they will take the Mabati, they will take everything. We need to make sure that accountability of members who are occupying offices, the office of the speaker, parliament, they impeached, they chased Zake from a committee for one reason, that he made a statement against the person of the speaker. Now the speaker has acted against the decorum of parliament and against the people of Karamoja by stealing their mabati. Why should Anita Mongo not resign? If you ask somebody and chased him from a committee for making a party naturally even factual, why would you not resign if you are involved in stealing iron sheets, mabati, for the suffering people of Karamoja? Madam Deputy President, you'll allow me to say this also. We want to condemn in the hardest terms what happened to Honorable Susan of Buyukwe. The security forces, led by an illiterate RDC, descended on a woman, not just a woman, on a person occupying an office to represent the plight of women. And they were beating her to stop her from attending a function of women, not of men. And to show that they have total disrespect for women, they sent men to beat a woman to stop her from organizing a function for women, led by an illiterate RDC. Others say she's a woman, but I think she's a man. What they did to Chairman Nyanzi is the same. The pattern of disrespect to us, members of the National Unity Platform and leaders of the National Unity Platform, is increasing by the state. And we are definitely monitoring, observing, and behaving soberly. But we can assure you, the perpetrators of that violence, we can assure you, the perpetrators of that violence, that we are documenting you. We are documenting you, and you fall in a very good age bracket, all of you, that we will be in this country after the dictator has gone. Because even if you think that the dictator will be here for so many years, I don't see him in Uganda's progress in the next 100 years. He will be away. He will be away. So we will deal with those that are fomenting and tormenting violence on us and our leaders. Drunkards are moving all over the country. Leaders are being stopped from doing their job. Soldiers are breaking the law. They are moving all over the country in political rallies. But leaders are being stopped from doing their duty. It is a shame. It is a shame to the NRA regime and the propagandists. And a shame to even the pastors who cannot see this violence on people. Pastors who can see violence on women. But they can see other things in isolation. Shame upon you. We want to tell government that you should stop. You should stop the violence on the leaders of the National Unity Platform. Because indeed, if that violence does not stop, violence, we have said it that we are a non-violent organization, but we have said it time and time and time again. I want to assure the whole country that if they do not stop the violence, we shall be overwhelmed to allow our supporters fight back. Mama, I don't want to say any more words. Please, let us invite the Deputy President to come and...
institutions.
Mama Lina Zedriga Walu.
For power, our power. Thank you so much, Deputy Spokesperson. I want to recognize the presence of the head institutions.
Thank you so much. People power, our power. You see, when my colleague was speaking here, it it reminded me about a Mau Mau rebellion by Kimathi, who said that we shall not relent. We shall not live all our lives on our knees. We better fight. We rather die on our feet. I think it is just justifiable that all Ugandans are belittled. And for me, I don't just speak these statements to intimidate. I want to call upon the leaders. If you are ready, and you mean it that you are ready, the whole of this institution is we can come to Karamoja. It is the price that we can pay. After all, everyone is going to die. And death is compulsory. I remember of a scenario when I went to Karamoja. 2 years back, we went to bury the honorable, I think was the flag bearer of NUP. She was poisoned. On our way to Karamoja, we left 4 people dead. 2 years ago. We are talking about 2 years ago. So if you are talking about this has been happening every year, every month, every week, even today. Someone is dying. I think it is time, and it is the ripe time now that Ugandans rise. Thank you.
Thank you so much. As always, you inspire us. The team from Karamoja. Honorable Ayen. Ayen in his own right is in a beam on the National Unity Platform Party. I would like us to clap for him yet again. I would like from the 8 districts of Karamoja, those from Abim, please stand up. Stand up, stand up. Thank you so much. Thank you for being.
Naye ekibuuzo ekiriwo, ani atta Abakalamoja? Ani alumbagana Kalamoja? Batemu, batujju, waliyo olutalo bayeekera, ababbi bante, ani atta Abakalamoja? Lwaki Kalamoja eringa etali mu Uganda? Lwaki Kalamoja ebintu bibi nnyo? Waliwo kabadi, firimu yezannyibwa, waliwo kye bakukusaayo okuva e Kalamoja. Lwaki abantu e Kalamoja bafa? Lwaki battibwa? Birimu sayansi mungi. Naye katumaze okufuna okuva eri bo bennyini ab'e Kalamoja batubuulire amazima, kuba asoose atubuulidde ebiriyo si birungi, nga n'abakulembeze abandi bazizaamu amaanyi ate be bamalamu amaanyi mbu bali useless, tebalina mugaso. Biruma ate byewuunyisa. Naye katulabe Vice President wa Kyagulanyi, Senator Robert Bobi Wine Nup, wekala wa Northern Uganda, Mama Lina Zedriga Waru.
Here, those from Nahapriprit, those from Moroto, those from Karenga, those from Kotido. Yes. Which districts haven't I mentioned? Please stand up and mention them. Kabong! 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 Yes. Any other? Napak. Please stand up. It's your day today. I actually cut short a trip. I am now more based in my village. I believe community organizing is the answer to a lot of these things. And the entire media fraternity, thank you so much. We did not quite keep time. I don't take that for granted. I am an ardent timekeeper. We think we're late by 30 minutes. The students from Karamoja 8 districts, the Karamoja region, have caused us to be here at very short notice. I thank each one of you, and you were even just notified today. Thank you so much for being who you are. In practice, a servant leader. Yes. We are because you are. I am because you are. Since you are, therefore I am. Silence is not an option, as you have rightfully demonstrated. Because power is not a personal property. Power belongs to all of us. It's our constitutional right by birth, and we are equal by right, and nothing about us without us. I am a mother of 5 children. When you're in labor, even your own mother is irrelevant. Karamoja, we are in labor. You cannot delegate. You cannot WhatsApp it. We have to deliver in this birth pang of the total liberation of Karamoja. Yes, we are here in solidarity. My name, my Karamojong name, for a long time, I have 2 of them. One is Napeyok, the other one is Nakiru. Today I am Napeyok. I would like to still focus on you people, those from Makerere University, because you are not introduced, and I'm not done by shining light on you people. Those from Makerere, thank you so much for coming. Those from IU, those from KIU, those from which other university? Chiambogo, you are 2. Those from, because we have to know and map ourselves. It's about our power. There is strength in numbers. Ayen spoke everything that I would have loved to speak. And the previous speakers, Achia and the girls, thank you very much. The call here is with respect to the 2 weeks ultimatum. Please let that call not be in vain. Because if you are hunting for something you are not ready to get, please don't start the hunt. We started this hunt, let us deliver on it. I cannot overemphasize on the insecurities in Karamoja. Yes, during the campaign, the presidential campaign, we faced the wrath. The anti-terrorist groups that were, it was the most deadly. They blocked us. Now, many of these students, many of the leaderships cannot sleep in their own houses. I'm always getting a call. Achia is arrested almost weekly. And who else? How many of you have been arrested? Achia, please, can you stand up? Yes, he's a resident now with the different police. He's all even last week you were arrested, isn't it? And the crime is either sometimes because he's wearing a beret or he's educating the people. Thank you so much. Alahara Nowi. Honorable Ayen in Abim is always being sought after, searched to be abducted. The abductions have stooped that low, looking for very innocent people, simply because they do not want information. Information is power. Sharing information is empowerment. And that is what the government fears. They do not want us to empower ourselves. But that's exactly what we are going to be doing. Yes. Information, we must put the information there out in our own voices. If we have to cry, let us cry. If we have to dance the war dances, those from Abim, you know, let us join our hands. And I want to repeat and center our focus on information gathering, information sharing with our own voices. And it is time for grassroots organizing. Today we came to launch a grassroots organizing call Yes, many have paid the price. Many are going to pay the price. But time is coming. You cannot stop the birth which is already destined. You can't. However much you will mutilate us and arrest us. Yes, I still want to add my voice to those who were abducted during the campaigns from Kamwokya region, young people, generations taken to various safe houses and prisons. What was released of them were human remains, skeletons. Yes, it is by choice. Simon, you asked whether these are planned, meticulously planned and executed. In fact, there are even minutes to that planning. Power belongs to the people, and that's what they fear. Let us organize. Let us continue to remain very resilient. Let us continue to deduce ways of exposing these atrocities. Can we stand up for the souls in recognition of the souls innocently robbed by state agents in Kamwokya? Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord, and let your perpetual light shine upon them. May they rest in peace. Amen. Yes, thank you very much. When you go in the streets of Kampala, in any of the cities, Karamojong, who should be in school intergenerationally, have been forcefully displaced in these cities to look for food. Now, look at this wonderful, beautiful, brilliant, intelligent, courageous Kamwokya. Why should the face of Kamwokya be desperation? Why? This must end, and the end begins with us. The end begins.
So like biba wabatayi bani bibi bifaananyi by'Abakalamoja bibi nnyo, bifaananyi bifaanana gete nnyo, bitiisa bimalamu amaanyi.
With who? The end begins with who? We will do whatever is necessary. Peacefully, organized, meticulous, deliberate. We monitor, we evaluate all what we are going to be done, what we are going to be doing. And by the time we are done, we are free, because it is our right on behalf of entire northern Uganda region, West Nile region, Acholi sub-region, Lango sub-region, Kamwokya sub-region. We want to thank, first of all, the media. Thank you so much for being in solidarity with us, for standing in solidarity with us every day. We don't take that for granted. It is priceless. There are even moments some of you have fallen prey, where you have followed, you have paid the price yourselves. We want to thank you for staying in solidarity. Our new Uganda is being delivered by us. Thank you, the teams. Let's continue to organize beyond the media. It is now time for the offline organizing. Organizing in the spirit of the mighty people who have gone before us. Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Tambos, and the rest. You know them. Even our own, the Ritas, the Franks. There are so many. And let us document this, profile it, and make more demands in practice. We need to choose where we can do a caravan. Yes, we will do it because that's what our constitutional right is. Power belongs to us. We will do whatever it takes to bring knowledge, to bring information, to bring an end to these senseless killings. I cannot thank each one of you enough. It's time to act. It's from rhetoric, it's time for action. And the action begins now. Thank you very much. I say all this in full confidentiality because power belongs to us. For God and my country.
Really,
thank you very much.
And my country, nenga ebire Kalamoja tebinyuma kulaba tebiwoomesa nakabululu bifaananira ddala bubi nnyo nnyini ddala ebiva Kalamoja tebinyuma tebiwooma tebinyuma kulabako wadde abantu battibwa ebitategeerekeka ani atta Abakalamoja ebibuuzo bingi bataayi bange naye ate ebibuuzo ebyo tebina answer tolanza kuddamu ani atta Abakalamoja ani ali emabega w'ettemu lino batujju be balumba Abakalamoja babatta ani atta Abakalamoja bisobera naye nga tusabirigane si byangu.
These are pictures that have been collected from ground, and it's very unfortunate. Just the last 1 week, this is the last, these are fresh bodies of not more than 2 weeks ago. So it is very unfortunate this is happening. You can see vividly there are those where kids have been involved, and we cannot continue to keep quiet as our brothers and sisters are being affected. I am going to speak in the local dialect here in Luganda briefly on request, and I want to njagala kusooka kubuulira eggwanga nti olwali tubadde ne press conference eya abantu baffe abazaalibwa e Kalamoja, era ne bavaayo ne batubuulira ensonga nnyingi nnyo. Batugambye nti ente Kalamoja bazibatwalako ab'amagye nti bazitwala mu barakisi, ate ekiro ne bazivuga ne bazifulumya Kalamoja. Ekyo kiwaliriza abavubuka kubanga omwana waba yakula ayina ente 21 olwaleero ng'ayina 4 ewaka, kibawaliriza okwenyigira mu cattle rustling, mu kulumba ebifo ebirala nabo okufuna ente. And remember nti ekintu kino kibaddewo okumala ebbanga kubanga omulimu ogw'omu mutwe ogw'Abakalamoja balunzi Omukalamoja nga talina nte nga talina bisolo abataliiwo. Kati ebisolo ebyo bannaffe bano abawamba eggwanga ate baatandika okubanga nabo babyagala, so ne creatinga insecurity e Kalamoja, era bakugambye nti ekiri e Kalamoja tekibangawoko ebbanga lino lyonna. Kasokedde bano abaana abali wano bemulabye bazaalibwa naddala mu bbanga ery'emyaka 2 egiyise. Ensonga ya ekitta bantu ate nga kyalangibwa omwana w'omukulembeze w'eggwanga kikyagenda mu maaso mu Kalamoja, era ne basaba nti n'enjala ekudde ejjembe ery'e Kalamoja wakati mu bisuubizibwa okubanga ate abanene banna
tukyali ne bannaffe Abakalamoja bazze ku kitebe kya NUP e Kamwokya ogezaako okulopa ensonga zaabwe eri President Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert Bobi Wine okumunnyonnyola ekiri mu kitundu kyabwe.
Babisuubiza ate ne babyeza nga babitwala mu maka gaabwe. Mwalaba baminisita abateeka amabaati ku nnyumba zaabwe ez'embuzi, ku nnyumba ez'embizi. Yasula mutegula ow'e Kalamoja yamuyiyiza bbaati, naye ne bbaati lye yamuyiyiza tali muwadde aliwaddemu mbizi ye, aliwaddemu mbuzi ye, kubanga naye badde n'obwetaavu on the cost of the people of Karamoja. Bwe bunyiivu bw'abantu b'e Karamoja. Era ne tugamba prosecution, omuwabi wa gavumenti ne poliisi nti ku luno temukola selective prosecution. Naye mukole collective prosecution. Mukwata muganda wani wa Gitutu eyasanga ebbaati nga Gitutu aleeseeka. Kakitegeeza nti ne Kasaija empewo gwe zaatwalira amabaati mu luggya lwe naye n'agamanya nga mwegali n'atagaza n'agalinda tukube enduulu naye mukole ki? Mumukwate. Anita Amonga yagagabula n'agagabula abeewuwe naye mukole mutya? Mumukwate. Kuba n'abantu bano bonna be tugamba nti mukwate tekuli ayina immunity ku bubbi. Tekuli mu constitution gwe bagambanga nti omuntu bw'anaabanga speaker nabba amabaati 5 olw'okuba speaker banaamusonyiwanga bw'aba yatwala amabaati nga bwe mwa prosecutinze side eri neno mu prosecuting eyo. Ekyokubiri, amabaati gano bonna abagatwala nga bali mu gavumenti lyali Kobaane. Ekobaane litabangawo kubanga amabaati gano tebagajja mu ministry ya disaster, tebagajja ku Hira Loneke, bagajja ku minister we Kalamoja. Gwogamba otya nti bagajja ku minister we Kalamoja ate n'ogamba nti bamanya nti baali batwala bye Kalamoja. We Kalamoja atereka bye Kalamoja, si kyekyo? So tewabaawo omukulembeze akulimba nti teyamanya nti bye Kalamoja. Baatuula ne bayisa obuwumbi 39 naye bonna nga bwe babumanyaako era bwe bazigabanye. Bonna nga bwe bakola ki? Bwe babumanyaako. Speaker yaziyisa, Prime Minister yagafuna, Minister we Kalamoja abadde takwatagana na deputy we naye ku luno bakwatagana mu kubba maki? Amabaati.
Tukyali Kamwokya ku kitebe kya National Platform no. Abaana b'e Kalamoja basazeewo balumbye ekitebe kya NUP baagala beekubira endulu eri President Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobo n'ekibiina kya NUP kiveeyo n'eddoboozi ery'omwanguka okuyambako okubigenda maaso e Kalamoja, okuyambako ku ttemu ekiwamba nte oba ekiwamba nte ekibba nte byonna byebaleese okuyamba.
Kyekifo buli bwe baagala okuyisa ekintu ekinene mu budget ng'obwavu bubaluma nga bakituuma Kalamoja nga bajja bayise ssente bazigabanira mu kkubo kubanga baali bagezezzaako Kalamoja ojjukuumira emabega nti ne babasuubiza balowooza nti mubitegeera obudde bukoze eki? Buyise. Kakati ennaku zino tebikyali bwe bityo kuba bye twogerako bya last year. Twagala era mu bufu bwe bumu okuwoninga abakozi ba gavumenti ba RDC abakulira abakuuma ddembe poliisi n'amagye mulekeraawo okuvoola n'okutyoboola ebitiibwa by'abakulembeze ba National Unity Platform. Mwagudde ku mukyala Susan MP w'abakyala ow'ebuyukwe ne mumujolonga ne mumuyisanga atali mukulembeze naye nga mumanyi bulungi tetunawulirayo baluwa ya RDC egamba nti omutamiivu alekeraawo okutambula n'omwenge. Agunyweredde buli wamu, agunyweredde Kabaale kati atandise n'okuyita abagenyi okuva mu nsi endala timujje tunywe ye temunnamugambako. Omujaasi amenya amateeka atambula nga bw'ayagala naye nga mujaasi mu magye ga Uganda. Sinnawulirayo RDC avaayo n'agamba ku ki? Naye omukyala nga yalondebwa bakyala ng'abakuŋŋaanya ku lunaku lw'abakyala ne musindika agasajja agatalina nsa agatalina mpisa nga gambadde yunifoomu ya Uganda ne gagenda ne gakwata ne gatulugunya omukyala n'abakyala ne galemesa n'emikolo gy'abakyala naye nga waddanga atambula. Okwo okutoto okujojobya n'okumanyira abakulembeze ba National Unity Platform tetugenda kukozesa bigambo biwoomu mu kulekeraawo. mukyatulugunya nno naye mujja kutulugunya atatulugunyizika. Abalemere munga mulitugamba ki? Honorable member wa parliament waba anakwatibwa okukwata kw'omubaka wa parliament kuyita mu mpaabo eweebwa speaker wa parliament. Naye kati olw'okuba gavumenti ey'abavubi y'obwonge butadde kukuba mabaati, kubba ddagala ly'abalwadde n'ebirala, ensi bagikwasiza abantu ababuyabuya. Kyova olaba ekibiina kyaffe ensonga ya RDC tulina okuddamu tuligiviewing, kubanga ensonga eno naye jojo bya bannayuganda. Enkuba gye baakubiyemu Honorable Susan yenkuba gye baakubamu Chairman Nyanzi. Kyokka ng'ensonga
tukyaliwo tuli Kamwokya ku kitebe kya National Unity Platform. Abakalamoja Balumbye Ekitebe kino ekya National Platform nga beekubira enduulu balaajana baagala President Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine abayambe abataase ku nsonga eziri mu kitundu kyabwe ky'e Kalamoja. Bano bagamba nti obulamu bwabwe buli mu matigga, abantu bangi battibwa buli lunaku buli olukedde awatali musango, ente zaabwe zibabbibwako abatamanya ngamba buli olukedde awatali musango, nti n'ebyobugagga byabwe bye balina ebifumbekedde mu ttaka lyabwe nebyo bibbibwa buli olukedde naye ate tebalina babifuniramu. N'olwekyo baagala
nsonga ze batukubira zonna era ze batujojobezaako nsonga z'amateeka. Ate n'obawulira eyo nga bagamba nti be baliko era numbers baziina. Bwe mba mwagala bya numbers mutukkirize ffe twerageko.
Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro mwogezi wa National Unity Platform, mumyuka wa mwogezi wa
National Unity Platform.
Yali kazinda.
Waffe si wa Mande omusambi si wa Mande. Si wa kukoochinga nti speech yeetaaga emyezi 2 gy'anaayogera omwezi guno okugiyiga. Kuba wamwe ne bwe bamukoochinga bamuwandiikira ku lubaawo era n'agwa ebigezo. Nze bangambanga nti abazadde bazaala abasiru nga simanyi abagagga maze kulaba ku mugagga weeyo. I want to thank the members of the press for giving us the opportunity this morning. Thank you very much. Muve ku mabati ge Kalamoja, Mukama Katonda abakuumi. When the struggle is over, we shall wear the victor's crown. We shall wear the victor's crown. We shall wear the victor's crown. When the struggle is over, wear the victor's crown in the new Uganda. We will have a photo shoot with all these people. Please, let's come here in front and we all take the shot. Nsuubira tewabadde ebibuuzo. Babadde ebibuuzo? Mujja kujja ate ebibuuzo mubuuze by'abalala. We shall take one question after. One or two questions? One on one. Okay, we will give opportunity for one on one. I hope I'm not part of the ones on ones needed.
Yes,
so let's take the picture, please.
Ku Sita Media Uganda, we bali kusharinga live eno Jocelyn Ayugi. Thanks for sharing. Restaurant Nubiani, we bali kusharinga. Yes, ebyo bye mulaba ebifaananyi abantu bano bakutte kigambibwa nti wadde nga ffe abamu tukyali kuba nti amabaati gabbibwa e Kalamoja, abaminisita babba amabaati, naye ab'e Kalamoja bazze ne bagamba nti ate ekiriwo mu wiiki zino 2 gavumenti ab'amagye abajja ne babawambako ente zaabwe, bagenda mu buli maka ne bawamba ente, ekireetedde abaana bano abavubuka abawangalira e Kalamoja ne famires ez'enjawulo okulaba nti ate bagenda okununula ente zaabwe, naye kye babakola babakubisa busaale, tebawali gwe bakubisa masasi, babakubisa busaale okulaga nti Abakalamoja be bali mu kwetta ate be bali ne mu kweggyako ente. So gwe wenna ali ku Sita Media Uganda, eyo y'ensonga nneeriwo ng'ovudde ku by'amabaati. Bino ebifaananyi by'olaba bano abantu n'abaana b'olabye ku bifaananyi bazze battibwa. Bazze battibwa wiiki zino 2 era ng'ekibassa babaggyako ente zaabwe, amagye gajja ne gatwala ente ne gaziwamba. ab'amagye abajja ne batwala ente zaabwe ate oluvannyuma abavubuka bano oba abantu bano ne bagezaako nnunula ente zaabwe ate ne babakubirayo obusaale. Abantu bangi nnyo abafiiridde mu mbeera eno, abangi olaba ono bamukubye akasaale mu ttama, akasaale mu ttama kaako kalaba, waliwo gwe baakubye kabina. Bino byonna bikolebwa gavumenti olw'ensonga nti we singa bibadde tebikolebwa gavumenti yalibadde yabyogerako nadda, naye abantu abasinga bajja gamba byabufuzi naye eyo embeera eri maaso egenda mu maaso e Kalamojja, embeera egenda mu maaso e Kalamojja. Tugenda kufunako ku omu ku bakalamojongs ate tubabuuzeeko ku bibuuzo ababannyonnyole. Nyinza okuba Mwonge Parish agambye weebale kuweereza. Bosingwa Farouk akwoli. Bosingwa Farouk no wandiddeko Idi naye weebale kunyuma, nalabye ekkanzu gye wakubye baaba nga y'amaanyi nnyo. Mu bimu ebyogeddwa amyuka omwogezi w'ekibiina ky'NUP David Fumbiro agambye bavumirira abo nga ba National Unity Platform abavumirira ekigenda mu maaso okukolebwa ku bakulembeze baabwe, nga twalabye n'omukyala mumane MP w'e nga poliisi emukwata mu nkwata ey'ekisirusiru ey'ekijega, era avumiridde ebikola ebyo. Anaagamba nti kyewuunyisa waliwo omutamiivu omu agenda mu maaso n'okutambula eggwanga lyonna ate nga tannalondebwa ku pozishoni yonna, naye abakulembeze baabwe abalondebwa okuli Chairman Nyanzi, Leader of Mobilization, omukulembeze atwalabyeko MP w'e Buvuma, naye nga poliisi emuyisa bubi nnyo. So ekyo nakyo bakivumiridde mu press conference etudde wano e Kamwokya olunaku olwaleero. Briefly in English, naye kimbawo oluzungu leero mundeke sigenda kubawa luzungu, mundeke obwedda boogera luzungu Abakalamajongo, kati gwe atategedde luzungu. Anyway, briefly in English, there has been a press conference at Kamwokya and National Unity Platform headquarters, and as you can see, the leaders and youth leaders are from institutions from Karamoja sub-region come here today at the National Unity Platform headquarters to report about the ongoing killings of Kalamajongs. There is a cattle wrestling ongoing in Karamoja sub-region, and people are being killed. In Karamoja. Yes, forget about the Iron Sheet saga and whatsoever, but people are being killed in Karamoja. So that is the reason why these people have come up here to report to the nation. Yeah, so gwewena ali ku Sita Media Uganda nkujjukiza nti ekibaleese baana bakulu abantu bagenda maaso n'okuba nti ate nga battibwa mu Karamoja.
Ready?
Yes.
Bampita Prophecy Official, amanya gange amatuufu, Chenton Blair, ndi muyimbi, gospel artist, Mbabim district, one of the districts in Karamoja. Because of interview in the mass Karamoja, abantu abaffe Ebatta and gavumenti terina kyeri kukola. Bazadde bali kufa, abaana bali kufa, abakyala bali kufa, abamu babarepinga, abamu babakuba, and gavumenti esirise busirisi batulimbalimba nti bagenda kudeployinga abantu bateekawo amagye biki, naye nga amagye bagateekawo naye nga bagateekawo far away villages. Kati abantu they have no choice, they have nowhere to go. Wali abamu nga babakuuma mu nnyumba ekiro n'ennimiro tetusobola kugendayo. That is why we are here to extend our voice. Kituufu nnyo gavumenti tugiwadde weeks 2 kubanga kino ekintu kitususseko. Weeks 2 gavumenti bw'etakola kintu kyonna tugenda demonstratinga ffe ng'abantu Abakalamoja, naddala abavubuka, abakyala ne bataata baffe. Embeera ya Kalamoja mbi nnyo kubanga in English I can say Kalamoja is like a bloodshed zone. Kubanga buli woyita abantu bali mu kulaajana, abantu bali mu kukaaba, families are breaking. Buli kaseera osanga nti baliziika eno, baliziika eri, baliziika wano, ate abantu tebasula mu nju. So it is really so bad.
Tuzeko tubulireko mmwe ng'Abakalamoja ensonga eno ey'amabaati mugyogerako ki?
Ensonga y'amabaati oluusi saagala gyogerako nnyo kubanga it will divert people a lot from these killings. Ensonga y'amabaati nze nsaba ne gavumenti n'abantu bonna basooka bagireke, abantu bali kufa. Amabaati tegali so nnyo important when people are dying. Nkimanyi bali kuleetawo ebyamabaati okubuzaabuza embeera, naye one thing that we know is abantu bali kufa bubi nnyo. Me personally, I have lost friends. I've been there for many burials and people are dying. But ensonga y'amabaati, I don't feel good etubanga tujyogerako nnyo this moment. Tuwulira bubi nnyo kubanga amabaati gano they are meant for us, nga bagabba, and at the same time bagakozesa gano amabaati okubuzaabuza embeera. So it is so depressing. Olaba kati ffe ng'abaana bali ku ssomero, we are so much depressed. Omwana ali ku ssomero e Makerere naye taata we yafudde, talina gy'alaga, mama we bamukiza mu nnyumba, talina gy'agenda, ali Kampala. There is no hope. Abaana bali depressed in the schools. Twagala minister ng'ava Kalamoja in one of the districts. Bino eno bye bateeka ba ministers nga bava walala, it is not good. Kubanga bano be bateekawo be babbi, be bantu be bakozesa.
Sajja olwo kyemwogeddeko ekyokuba nti obubbi bw'ente buno buva ku bwavu obuli mu bantu b'e Kalamoja, kitwagala otuweko nakyo mu Luganda, oba obulumbaganyi oba bubbi, the raids nti ziva ku bwavu.
Raids zino eno osanga nti e Kalamoja every household of course balunda ente, embuzi n'ebyo byonna bye mumanyi, naye nga it is a pride for every household to have cattle. Kubanga ze bakozesa when omwana ayaga agenda ku ssomero batunda ente zino ne batwala ku ssomero, basindika ku ssomero. Kati when it goes to a point
Anes, soko jeka. but he's still here. We shall get him. Okay. Yes, atugenda funa omu kuba abantu abavudde Karamoja, funa omu akubavudde Karamoja atubriefingemu katono, then atuclosinge live eno. Kuba abasinga mbalaba ambadde temukitegedde, andabyeko n'ekibuuzo nti 2 weeks temubawadde nnyingi, kuba sofa mu 2 weeks abantu abaakafa abo bawerera ddala, so we babongera 2 weeks endala abantu abanaafa numbers tezaccumulating. Remi ngenda banki mubuuza anaava agambye webale kuweereza. Yes, atuli live wano Kamwokya ku National Unity Platform Headquarters, wabula nga waliwo ekibinja ky'abavubuka ekivudde institutions ez'enjawulo, Makerere University, KIU, wabula nga babadde aboogera ku nsonga egenda mu maaso mu Karamoja, ensonga ey'okuba nti essaawa za kakati abaana bali mu kuttibwa, abavubuka bali mu kuttibwa, bataata bali mu kuttibwa olw'ensonga nti waliyo ongoing cattle raiding. Waliwo cattle raiding egenda mu maaso, abantu baggyibwako ente zaabwe, ate jjukira mu Karamoja asurvivingira ku nte. So atugenda bakufuna Ayen Honest atunnyonnyole ku nsonga eno, then after we shall close this live. Naye nga gwe wenna ali ku Sita Media Uganda, nkwebaza, weebali nnyo, weebalire ddala. Ekigenda mu maaso kati kyekyo ekigenda mu maaso wano ku kitebe ekya National Unity Platform. Naye teweerabira President His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu agenda mu maaso n'okutalaga ag'enjawulo okulaba nti ate akoowoola n'okussa eddoboozi lye ku bazungu balekeraawo okuvugirira ate dictator Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Yes, my brother Ernest, people are confused because at the end of the press, again, the Mabati issue took over. I wanted you to explain to the people what brought you here and what is behind those images you were holding.
Thank you very much, comrades. We basically came here to highlight the issue of insecurity in Karamoja, but we accompanied 2 other issues as well. We accompanied the issues of the Mabati and then the hunger situation still that is persistent in Karamoja. Basically, what we came to do here is to make people see what is happening. Once we don't bring some of these issues out, you will not see them on the media. Why? Not because the media is not interested, but the environment is so toxic for them to bring some of this information outside. So we take it upon ourselves to make sure we become the eyes and the voices of the people down there. So that is what has brought us. And we of course, we know that speaking about Mabati is also a statement from us that should go out very clearly. You must understand that the first people to be responsible for their place is us. It is not good if other people speak about you, then you are silent about what affects you. So that is why we also came out to have our voice on the Mabati issue.
Questions have arisen. Who is raiding, who is taking your cattle? Because we are seeing other people being killed, they are using arrows. So who is killing these people?
Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there is a very serious drama on issues of raids in Karamoja. Okay? Because if the soldiers cannot run even 100 meters from where something bad has happened, people can such things be questioned? Because they have increased the deployment, but yet the raids are happening. You've seen the video of a Muse in Karamoja saying even the people in uniform are raiding. If you've seen that, then we should be able to get some of the points clear. You know, the problem is that people of Karamoja are basically scared to tell you the reality. But the reality, you also know the fact we are talking about. The Muse has told you everything that is happening in Karamoja. Even the people the Muse said are raiding themselves.
Then another question: you have defended the media because of the situation there, but we have seen NTV, NBS, and many other channels going far there. Can't you record some videos when these raids are happening? Because we believe there is power in social media, but we have not seen these videos when people are raiding you and so on and so forth.
There is no time to record the raids.
There is no time to record the raids.
In fact, You don't have the energy because the situation is toxic.
Okay.
Let me tell you, at 7 people in Karamoja are inside.
At 7 p.m.
7 inside, you don't find people except those who are deeply in town.
Okay.
You move a little bit. But how do you record the raids? You don't have time to record this raid. So it's a difficult thing to answer and say you cannot, because you are killed. Basically surrendering yourself. You cannot take the raids like you are taking a press conference people are making.
Okay.
Because you are putting yourself, because people are shot dead. You are shot with your camera and the recording becomes useless.
Okay. Then another question is, you are giving these people, you are giving the government 2 weeks, but people are here saying that 2 weeks are already too many because they have seen the bodies, they have seen dead bodies on the images you have lifted up there. They have seen already people are being killed. Just 2 weeks, they are over 50 dead bodies. And the 2 weeks you're giving to the government a long period for
Definitely.
another people to die.
I think it's very right to take the concern that the 2 weeks is too long.
Okay.
It's too long because if in the period of 1 week you have lost 10 people, now imagine what can happen. We are talking about more 20 people and even more. These are people the 10 people we are talking about are only from one district of Abin. We've not gotten the reports from Butido, we have not gotten reports from other places. There could even be more. So we are saying we are giving them 2 weeks at most. Failure to do that, they'll rather kill us all on the streets rather than us dying in our houses, because it is useless. Whether you remain in your house, you die. It's better they go and kill you on the streets.
Thank you so much.
Baana b'Ekalamoja bazze ku kitebe kya National Unity Platform Kamwokya nga bagamba nti ebiri ewaabwe si birungi, birumya omutima ate ebiswaza, nti ekibba nte obiwulidde, ekitta bantu obiwulidde. Kati bo babuuza baddukirewa ani anaabayamba ani anaabataasa abaana b'Ekalamoja, kuba nti abamu balaba mbu n'abasirikale ba UPDF nabo nti nga bebamu kubabba ente z'Abakalamoja. Kati bo beebuuza bazza gwaki? Bo bagenda kukola batya okuzaawo ente zaabwe, nti okufaana obutanyagwa tulina okuzizaawo, ente zaffe ezibula ezibbibwa, era tulina okulaba nga abantu baffe bakoma okuttibwa, nti bo babikooye, nti era gavumenti bwetakola ku nsonga zino bo Abakalamoja basazeewo bagende beekalakaase basukulaga obutale bumativu bwabwe, nti ekijja kijje. Mukama ayamba abaana baffe, Mukama ayamba ensi yaffe, Mukama ayamba eggwanga lyaffe. Bawo tuteefeeko bwe tutagaanza okuba nga si wangu. Ensonga z'Ekalamoja nno mpanvu nnyo ddala, ebintu ebiriyo bingi. Buli kijja kigenda Kalamoja, buli kijja kigenda Kalamoja, bisobera waaki? Ate nga bo abantu b'Ekalamoja tebakulaakulana, bo abaleka bwe bali eva bato bwe bali, naye nga gavumenti etafuddeeyo kubasomesa kituufu ki ekirina okukola, ki kye bajjamu omujjajja kye banna biri Uganda olemwa bikulemerera n'engeri gy'obyogeramu, kubanga ensi yaffe tulagawa abantu batalina musango ne babatta ne bababbako ente zaabwe. Si byangu nnyo. Tukanga abantu babakwasa obuyinza nti mujje nga mwenna bannayuganda gye muli mwanguweeko tusobole okutaasa ensi yaffe ng'obudde bukyali, tusobole okutaasa eggwanga lyaffe ng'obudde bukyategeerekeka, kuba we bituuse olaba tusaba kudda mu ebyo nti ate biki, wabula tulina kukola kimu kyakutaasa nsi eno. Buli muntu agyeyagaliremu, buli muntu ebirenge musanyusa nga yeesiima okuba Munnayuganda, era nga tajula nti oba bwe naddukako e Uganda engenda egindi binaaba bulungi, abeerenga ddala omutima gwe gwa Uganda era nga ayagala ensi ye Uganda. N'olwekyo balina okubaawo ebiba birina okukolebwa bannange okutaasa abantu baffe ab'Ekalamoja, kuba bo baleka bafa baggwawo. Obulamu bwabwe butwalibwa nga ekitali kya makulu, butwalibwa nga ekitali kya muwendo, nga n'abandi badde bongera treasure mu bulamu bw'Abakalamoja ate babafeebya bufeebya nti you are nothing, you are useless, Kalamajongo, what will you do to me? Uganda yaffe, Uganda yange si nnyangu naye nga mwenna baganda baffe, mikwano gyaffe, mukimanye nti eggwanga Uganda lirimu ebizibu bingi ate mulimu abantu bangi abeetaaga obuyambi n'okuyambibwa ate nga mu byonna essaala ebeera nkulu. N'olwekyo muneegatteko ffenna wamu tusabire abayimbi baffe, tusabire abantu baffe ab'e Karamoja, tusabire baganda baffe abali Karamoja ebintu byabwe bibabbibwako. Abantu abattibwa batalina musango, batali musango baaki? Si byangu obirowoozaamu n'owulira nga n'obwongo bukuluma n'omutwe gukuluma n'ogamba nti lwaki Uganda bisobera ate tuswala nnyo ku basirikale be tulina enkuyanja abangi empitirivu bwe batyo. Notaga nti katukwateko abasirikale abamu bagende Karamoja okola tewali nte za mu Karamoja ziddamu kubbibwa, tewali mu Karamoja addamu kuttibwa. Naye omwana agambye nti bateekayo n'amagye gyegali naye era Abakalamoja bakyattibwa batabba ente zaabwe. Nti omuzeeyi yagamba nti n'abasirikale nabo babba ente. Byewuunyisa naye Omukama asaba bankumire mwenna abaliko, mubale kutwagala, mubale kubangako yenze mubeere bulungi.